Congratulations. You won. You did it. I don't feel like I won at all. This has to be one of the few games where I felt like I'm not a winner. That I lost. To paraphrase everything, I've been loading up screenshots and everything like that for the Spider-Man game, fighting the Sinister Six, Electro, Shocker, Vulture, Rhino, Scorpion, and then at the end, um, Negative Man and Doc Ock. The Doc Ock being the last boss, which was okay, cool. It was actually really difficult, and I didn't understand the concept of what I needed to do, so I kept dying and dying and dying. But I finally got it, and I beat him. But at what cost? I beat my mentor. In the game, Dr. Octopus, who is Otto Octavius, is your mentor. And Peter says, I wanted to be like you. I strive to be like you. And Dr. Octopus, Otto, is begging him to help him. He's still mentally incapable of doing what he needs to do with himself. So it's a tough decision, a choice right there. Even when you beat him. The battle was great. I love the fight sequences. I love how you fight them, and all the boss battles were amazing. This one felt a little bit more harder. It felt harder because it didn't tell you anything. There's no keys. There's no key elements. They don't tell you anything. They said, you know what? Go ahead, go. That's your thing. Good luck. But it was a great boss battle, which I applaud Sony for. Like, that's amazing. The end sequence. Spoilers, if you do not want to hear what happens, or you've never played the game, here are the spoilers. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry. Spoilers! Because you have to do that like 1,000 times apparently on YouTube. Aunt May has been rendered with the Devil's Breath poison, and Spider-Man or Peter Parker is able to get it. The simple fact that Dr. Octopus also knows who you are. He knows you're Peter Parker. At the end of the battle, he refers to you as Peter, and it gets more personal. So you're like, whoa, wow, that's crazy, that's messed up. But at the end, I mean, you beat him, he goes to the raft, he goes to the jail. Aunt May, who's on her deathbed because she needs the serum, but you only have one dose of serum that you save. One dose of serum. A pure dose of serum could cure one person, but it could also be used to cure thousands. But it takes time. The game does not give you a decision. And then at the end, you have Aunt May saying, take off your mask, I want to see my nephew. It hit me really hard. Because, you know, it's crazy. I don't know. Because I lost my grandmother recently on her deathbed, but it's weird. And this ending for it was amazing. Hit home. And if you stay long enough after the credits, you get the Miles Morales sneak peek of him being the next Spider-Man, because he got bit. That's gonna be awesome. play as Miles, play as Peter Parker. Ties into the whole Spidey verse thing. So, yeah. Everything, the whole ending and everything was great. You're gonna still have the Green Goblin probably coming out. You have so many villains and heroes that he can connect with for Spider-Man 2 that's gonna make that game great. But this, the ending, it says right there, congratulations. I don't feel like that's a good thing. It just say I'm sorry. You lost your mentor, you lost your aunt, who is your mom basically. You lose a lot in this game. Yes, you get to be with Mary Jane finally. Yes, Miles Morales is your protege. You're gaining more, but you lose a lot. It's a balance, I know it, it's fine. But damn, does it not pull on the heartstrings? It does. Overall, if I have to say this is probably one of the best games I've ever played in a long, long time. And you talk about a kid who plays Super Metroid and Mario RPG. You're talking about a kid who's played Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis, Sega Genesis, everything along. I played a bunch of games. But this is one of those games that actually makes you get involved emotionally and it helps. It helps you see things for a little bit of what life can be or life is. Opposing factors. J. Jonah Jameson always mouthing off like an asshole that he is. But you're always still being the hero. You always are the hero because you're always trying to be the hero because you need to. Again, gameplay is probably the best I've seen in a while. Developing your character, storylines, character designs, everything. Sometimes it felt like it was actually a movie instead of it was being a game. I felt like I was just playing a movie instead of a game. I did not like that sneak aspects with Mary Jane or Miles, but that's fine. It worked into the story, and the story worked. You tried to save everybody. Peter Parker tried to be the hero, but sometimes you can't save everybody. And I think that's the biggest lesson I learned from this game. Paradox 752 of the Paradox Experience out.